In this video, I'm going to show you a super easy way to do the social distancing Dark Ops calling card to the point where literally anyone would be able to do this. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into it. Before you begin your game, I would recommend spawning in with the decoy and the Semtex grenades. These are going to help massively throughout this strategy. The rest of the loadout though doesn't really matter all that much. Now at the start of your game, I would recommend staying in the starting area for the first 4 rounds. This is going to give you enough points to get fully set up for this strategy without any double points or any gobblegums being used. Also, to make sure that you don't get hit in a couple rounds time, I'd recommend checking to make sure that there's no sleeping zombies next to Tessie. This way, when you're putting Ted on the car, you're not going to get jumped by a random zombie. For the first 4 rounds though, I'd recommend coming all the way up towards this gate. That way, all the zombies are only going to come in front of you. You don't have to worry at all about being hit from behind. And the closest spawn is just that hole in the wall spawn next to the fire on the left. Apart from that though, all the other zombies have to come from quite far away in order to hit you. Now assuming you've got through the first 4 rounds without taking any damage, open the door to quick revive and grab Ted's head. Also, while you're in here, I'd recommend shooting the free max ammo power up, which is in the ceiling right here. Ignore my awful accuracy, I'm sure you'll be able to get it quite easily. From that point, put Ted on the truck and start driving towards the farm. Whilst you're on the way to the farm, you don't have to worry about avoiding the landmines too much. I'm going to crash into a few here on purpose just to show that I take no damage from the landmines, it's only the car that takes the damage. So you don't have to worry about that. When you get to the farm, you want to turn on the power. This is because we want to gain access to Ashwood. And in order to gain access to Ashwood, you need to turn on the power to open the gate. So chuck the Semtexes you got from the max ammo at the spores, it should blow them up quite quickly. Flip the power switch and then drive on over to Ashwood. This is where we're going to be doing the strategy for this round 20 without taking any damage. Once you've arrived at Ashwood, you want to turn on the power again, just like we done at farm. If you're a couple 100 points short, remember you can go prone at Vulturate and double tap to get your points that way, but you should have enough points for the power switch. Again, chuck your Semtexes at the spores and then just blow the top of it up with your gun. Proceed to turn the power on, and then I would recommend taking the zip line back down. Don't risk taking fall damage, that way you've just wasted 5 minutes for nothing. Take the zip line back down. Put the Patter Punch machine on Tessie, that way you get the speed boost, and this is where we're going to be doing the strategy. So literally for the next 15 rounds, all we're going to be doing is running over zombies. We're not going to take any damage in the car. We will have to worry about maintaining our car's durability. That's why we're doing this next to the garage, because at the end of every round we're going to repair our car at the garage. Also, another important note is that when you boost into the zombies, you take less damage from running over zombies. So if there's ever a big cluster of zombies, I would recommend boosting into them, that way you're taking the least amount of damage as possible. I've done this all the way up to round 20 without actually blowing my car up once. Of course, there will be a couple hurdles we've got to jump over still on the way to round 20, like the Xersa rounds. There's going to be 2 Xersas we get before round 20, and a Ravager round 2. The Ravager rounds might seem quite easy, but you need to make sure that you know how to get all the Ravagers off of your car when they're attached to it. So if there's one on the front of your car, just ram into something head on like you just seen there. If they're on the left hand side of your car, just bump into something with the left hand side of your car and you should kill the Ravager that way. There's a rare occasion where a Ravager will be on your bonnet and it won't actually die when you crash into something head on. That's when you want to use your boost and it'll send the Ravager flying off, and then you can try and kill them by running them over that way. Also, another useful tip can be if you're ever at the end of a round and your car is so damaged to the point where if you were to end the round and then leave the car in the garage, by the time the next round starts your car wouldn't even be fully repaired. A useful thing you can do is just create a little bit of distance between you and the zombies, park the car in the garage and then just train them around for like 30 seconds while your car fully repairs, and then begin the round with a fully repaired car. So now I'm going to show you how to deal with the 2 Xersas, the first of which you're going to get on round 16 like you always do. The second you're probably going to get after the next Ravager round, which will be either round 18 or round 19. Somewhere around there is when you're going to get the second Xersa. So you want to head on over to the crafting bench in between rounds, craft yourself a hand cannon. This should be enough to take care of both Xersas that spawn in, and then head on back down to Tessie. Remember to take the zipline down, don't risk the fall damage at this point. Alright, now once you've hit round 16, you want to park Tessie up like you're seeing right here. This is in front of the farm gate, and all the zombies should come from the front and right hand side. Therefore, if you stand on the back left hand side of Tessie, the zombies will prioritise hitting the car instead of hitting you. But just in case, it doesn't hurt to throw a couple decoys as well. From this point, the Xersa should be running towards you, so you want to shoot off one of the beehives to reveal its critical spots, preferably the one in the head because it's going to be easier to hit. and then try your best to hit as many critical shots as possible, that way you're saving as much ammo as you can for the next Xersa. So I got my Ravager round on round 18, which meant I'm going to get a Xersa on round 19. So I'm going to do the same thing as before here. I'm going to chuck the decoy, line up the shot on the beehive on the head. As soon as I'm confident enough to pull the trigger, bang, crit, 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 dead. Still 2 shots left in the hand cannon as well. I actually started this round with only half health on my Tessie, so I'm going to play this round a little bit safer. I'm only going to run over zombies with my boost, that way I'm getting the most amount of kills with the least amount of durability lost as possible. And that's pretty much the end of the round. There it is, round 20, no damage taken. Be sure to let me know if this guide helped any of you get the calling card too. And that's going to be it for this video. If this video helped you out, be sure to leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.